Hey everybody, this is Larry. It's June 15th, Thursday, and I just want to thank everybody for your comments and your likes from my video yesterday that I took you along on my pick. This is just a few of the items that I picked up. On the back there, those are tobacco planters. You would stick them in the ground, pull up on a handle, and the spade would open to create the hole. You drop the plant in the middle and water down the side chute, and then we pull it up, they will be planted. That's a steel wheel. That's also from a planter that you would pull behind the tractor. And that is one of the radiators off the tractor, one of the tractors I was showing you yesterday. We call that around here, that's rusty gold. Some people understand this, and some, if you live in a perfect house, you just wouldn't understand. But this is what people actually ask me to look for. Now, of course, we're in the heart of NASCAR, and this is a clock with Junior Johnson in it. Also has Bill Elliott. And also, that's an old Sears chainsaw, and the whole thing is metal. The only plastic that I see is on the cabs and on the safety switch. Well, actually, it's an on and off switch. At this time, this is probably from the mid 60s. They did not have a safety bar, or you just cut your leg off, I guess. And if anybody out there has bees, I got your helmet for you right here. Now this is a Haynes with the collar. Now this is for if you have a mule, you can plow your property with this. Now this is pretty cool. Yesterday, when I saw it, I thought it was a phone, but after getting it and looking at it, that's actually a remote for a TV. Problem is, there's no place on it for the volume. Well, kids, you may want to look away, because there's your volume controls right there. Now, come on, Dad. That's a great Father's Day gift right there. And you can start your own cobbler business, making your own shoes right here. I got that, and I got two other molds. A couple of cobalt jars. This one here is for the Vietnam veterans. This was made in New Jersey. This is a medicine. This is Chief Wahoo Electric Tonic. Now I got a couple other blue mason jars here. This one here is older than the others. It's got the low shoulder. It also has a bubble in the glass. This was made between 1880 and 1900. The others were made between 1900 and 1925. A couple of milk bottles here. This is from Lindale Dairy, and this is Guilford Dairy. These are pint bottles. Now the clock, as y'all, if you watch my videos, you know that I really collect clocks. That's an FDR. This is Man of the Hour. Sorry about the shadow here. Now it is made out of pot metal. It's US made. And what's neat about it also, it's actually a wind-up clock. Now imagine this was made in the mid-40s. And if you look at the dial, it's a bar scene. And the bartender hand moves back and forth with the shaker. That's pretty cool. Now this book here it's a journal. It looks pretty like an everyday old journal. But when you open it up, it's actually the record of train accidents here around Winston-Salem. And just page after page of any accidents, they would have dated and mark it and the train number. And like here's incident 3. This is file number 306. This class 4, and this was in Mooresville, North Carolina. And this was on July 29th, the 29th of July. You see this book is from July, this page here is from July 1938. And it says I don't know, a Stoke Austin Coupe. It's a Austin Coupe. Automobile auto demolished on Broadsley Street crossing, and over here, excuse me, and it says where the crossing was, Outsiders. I guess it was a fatal accident. This would be a nice railroad, for a railroad collector here. Now this is a wooden plane. You know, this pretty much now is just for decoration. And got some spur. Got one spur. So this is for a one-legged cowboy. A little cannon. That's actually a pencil sharpener. It's made probably in the 1970s. Now for the radios. This one here, it was a realistic. It was put out by Radio Shack. And I actually plugged this in, and this one does work. It's 10 bands, and I figured when I got it was to listen to police, because it's called a Patrolman 10, but it's actually like a short wave weather. They said it has all these buttons, and some of them, of course, don't work because they went digital, and this is analog. This was probably from the 1960s here. Now for the military radios. This is a Japanese one I posted by itself. But like I said, I don't read Japanese. Let me lay it down so the sun can get it. So any help I can get on this, I will be seeing someone who does speak Japanese on Sunday, so hopefully he can let me know what it says. I got a feeling it's from the Japanese Naval. Now to the American radios. This is a battery pack here. This is that. It also has on the side, it has the winder to produce the electric for it and to charge the battery. Back here, this is a pretty large one here, and these are all heavy. I laid it down so you can see. You see down there's the Navy Department Bureau of Ships. And on the top here, this locks down, and it tells you how to calibrate and the procedure and the frequencies to calibrate the radio. And all zippers up, and the heavy canvas and the metal zippers. This radio here is an LMAC, which is actually, it's a ham radio. So I don't know if this had any military purpose, or back in the days you would have used ham to communicate if you saw any movements. Here's another transmitter, and again, I have not looked these up. I do not know where these came out of. All I know is the building I pulled them out of in North Carolina, and I have no idea how they got there. Looking at this is also an LMAC. So that's the VFO and crystal, so this may also be another ham radio. Well, I'll go ahead and cut it there. I hope you're all doing good, and have a good day. And please leave a comment if you know anything about these items, especially the radios. Please let me know. Thank you.